street taking over the place. And I was looking at the ravioli. That's it. Those chickens, that's it. I'll make a pork. I'll take the season salad too. Salad, macaroni. Oh, wait a minute. No, can we make that a plain salad here? A plain salad, no meat, just vegetables. Garden salad.
All right. Let's get it poppin'. Salute to everyone watching by Truth Colors, Yeshaya Congo Facebook page. Salute to everyone watching by Bantu Yisolele Twitter account. Salute to everyone watching by Yashayahu Facebook page. Salute to everyone watching by Lev Sheftahim Aryeh Facebook page. Salute to everyone watching by King David YouTube channel. Salute to all our first time viewers, and salute to Goshen. Salute to Michaela and Micah, Daddy loves you. Salute to Itana and Cheryl. And I want to say a special salute to my mother. We have to honor our mother and father, as the word says. No matter what kind of life they gave you or didn't. The word didn't say, okay, if your mama show you love, then you supposed to honor them. If your daddy show you love, you supposed to honor them. No, it says to honor your mother and father, that you, not them, you may live long upon the earth. We always get that thing twisted. Well, he wasn't there in my life. So what? You supposed to honor your father if you want to live long upon the earth. You're worrying about a man who was not there, or a woman who was not there in your life. And what has it done for you? Heartache, heart pains, crying, rejection, all that kind of stuff. You can deal without that. You do your part, let them do theirs. Their part is to be there for you. Their part not there, you supposed to still show honor. Period. Now, may the will of my Father be done on this earth as it is in the heavens. As you can see, we not playing over here. We got True Colors now where at? In Eden, where people call Africa. We are right now in the Gambia. We have had fun today. I'm sure you heard Jazz and Carla give y'all a little rundown today. Today, no one can answer my question. I think I might have to do a live where I'm just on the street corners just asking people, hey, Islam says that Muhammad is the last prophet. But the funny thing is, it sounds just like the Latter-day Saints who said John Smith was the last prophet and apostle. But I want to know how the word says that the Father does nothing upon the earth without first revealing it to his prophets. So if Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet and so was John Smith, how does the world keep going on right now? Can someone please give me a question? And also, what has the Prophet Muhammad, what did he prophesy? All they can tell me was a lie. I thought this was like someone was punking me today. I thought all these Muslims was punking me today, like they, was just playing a little game with me, what I'm saying, and then it was gonna come out, with that boom bop, information. But nobody brought out the info that I was looking for. Nobody. Not one person could answer me what was going on. Nobody. So I was almost losing hope today, you know what I'm saying, in the people in their religion, because they could not tell me a thing about Muhammad and what he's prophesied. Nobody. And I'm gonna keep asking that question until someone can tell me what has Muhammad has prophesied, you know, for our people to believe in it so tough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be knocking on that door. Hey, you Muslim, how you doing? Yeah, your boy Muhammad, he's supposed to be the last prophet. I want to know, how is that possible? How, I mean, so does he trump the word? And I says, all right. Then we start talking about how the one witness by itself means nothing. That's even in the law. So like, if a person does the worst crime on the earth and there's only one witness to bear witness that this has happened, no matter how bad it was, they have to let that person go. Why? Because there's only one witness. One witness cannot stand alone. The Father knew that. So the Father put two witnesses within the Bible. Literally, you got the Old Testament and the New Testament. People just think the New Testament's up there just sitting there collecting dust. Yep, been sitting up here just waiting to happen. Nope. What the Old Testament was doing was empowering the New Testament. Why? Because that's how they got John the Baptist. Because Isaiah says, I'm the voice of one crying out in the wilderness. So when they asked John the Baptist, hey, who are you? Are you Elijah? He was like, no. Are you that prophet? No. Who are you? I'm a voice of one crying out in the wilderness. And then after that, that's when you see the disciples come over. It's like, hey, that's him. So now the New Testament has now made friends with the Old Testament. Wait a minute, hold up. The Old Testament bears witness of itself, so now that the New Testament is now bearing witness that the Old Testament is real. Why? Because there was no such thing as a New Testament at the time when the New Testament was being written. Ouch. But we have so many scholars on YouTube. That's stupid. I'm talking about Bantus and Black Hebrew Israelites alike. We don't like the New Testament. It has no power. Shut up. Your word has no power if you only have one witness to yourself. The New Testament bears witness of the Old Testament that it is true all day long, because not one witness can stand by itself. It means nothing. So now what does the Quran, how many witnesses does the Quran have? So if the Quran is literally a witness of itself, but it has no other witness to it, then it can't stand. Who is calling me during the live? This is Custodia. Go ahead, Custodia, you on the live. You want to go video? What's good, family? Can you hear me? All right, go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead. I think you on audio. Hold on. You on audio?
Yes, my audio not so good.
Yeah, it's not. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
It's cool.
I'm because I don't know if we can eat now.
Oh yeah, we about to eat right now. Yeah, we about to eat right now. I'm just doing the beginning of everything. No one eating over. Ain't no one eating over here. We over here just ordering right now. We haven't eaten yet. So you good?
Okay, so,
Huh?
yes.
Yeah, you
I'm
good?
eat.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you want to know the step by step. I like that. Some of our people should be like that too. Like, you know, when they said lean not to your own understanding, some of us need to get that. You know, even David, when his family was taken, he could have went up and went all, you know, and said, we're going to go get them back. He literally first inquired of the Father if he should go. And he's the king. So we all can learn from that. Like the Father says, lean not to our own understanding in nothing. When it comes to anything in our lives, we can lean to our own understanding. And when Joshua did that, that's when they made friends with their enemies and put them in a covenant where they could not destroy them. So it is what it is. But now we're not eating right now. But I will tell you right here when we actually go and eat. I'm actually on live right now if you may not see it. But.
I'm happy because I'm still.
Huh?
Or I'm still strange because I didn't know the time. So
Okay.
I prefer to call you.
Okay, that's cool.
Sure.
That's definitely cool. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and hang up because we still on the live right now, and I'm about to let everybody go ahead and eat. We're about to get to the intro and all that good stuff.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell them, hey, you can start eating, all right? But not yet, all right?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Not a problem. All right, decide. All right. So we're gonna be doing a little presentation out here, walking around with phones and stuff like that, and asking people questions. You know what I'm saying? So we can get the real scoop what's going on out here in the Gambia, which is /GAD. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the intro, and y'all go get something to eat, drink. You know what I'm saying? Keep your cups full tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight is a celebration. You know what I'm saying? We are celebrating Passover in the land. Make sure y'all can hear this. Big that's good. Yep, make it that way. That way. All right.
Other Psalms.
Revelations. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark into his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Elohim, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Satan cast into the lake of fire. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. The great white throne. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Elohim, and the books were open, and another book was open, which was in the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged, every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death, and whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. But I will tell you what will happen to cowards and to everyone who is unfaithful or dirty-minded, or who murders, or is sexually immoral, or uses witchcraft, or worships idols, or tell lies. They will be thrown into that lake of fire and burning sulfur. This is
Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Hey, Yahuwah says your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit testers. Multitude like your haters, not your haters, they're your fruit.
Beats by other songs.
Truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors. Hey, when you learn the truth, it will set you free. Many are held captive, stolen identity. But let me just shoot the breeze, release you from Satan's squeeze. He's all like enemies, no matter the color you see. That truth flame. Truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, truth colors, yeah, yeah, truth colors.
Yeah. All right. So we have a couple of guests here today, and where'd y'all come from? Come on, tell the people where y'all came from.
We're from Canada, but we're also from Grenada. That's right.
So how did y'all get here?
Well, it was a journey just studying the Word and studying the Enoch calendar. And we found out recently from a sister that we bumped into here that she follows the same Shabbat that we do. So it was a pleasant surprise. So we're very happy to fellowship with our brothers and sisters here on the continent in the wilderness. And we look forward to whatever the Most High has in store for us going forward.
Now, when she saw me, I guess I looked familiar to her. And then she was like, she stopped me. She was like, wait a minute. Are you? She was like, yes, it's him.
This is true.
Wow. Okay. Go on, tell them about that. Like yesterday. We met yesterday.
We met yesterday. Yes. I was looking at him like, he was kind of familiar. And then my sister pointed out that he's Truth Colors. And I'm saying, yes, because I'm subscribed to his channel. But I was thinking, could it be him? Is it not him? Possibility. And then she confirmed for me that it was actually him. So it was a pleasant surprise. I was very excited to know that he was here with us and we would be celebrating the feast with him today.
We have another one of our own y'all talked to earlier. It was Jazz. We're gonna have him come on up and see where he done came from. See, we used to have, Passover in the States, but now we're coming back to the place where we're supposed to have Passover in the first place. The timeline that you've been following is on a timeline from here. When we came here, we didn't have to change nothing. Now watch this. Every single person who's been keeping the feast the way they've been keeping it over there in America, they have to change it when they come over here because it won't match the seasons. Right now, this is the New Year's in the land in Eden. What they're trying to keep over there is what's they call it? That's right, tabernacles. Then the time of Sukkot. Sukkot is supposed to be towards what? October, which will be the fall, not spring. See how we in total reverse? So if they came here and they start to go off of the timeline or go off of the season here, they will be on a whole nother different feast. They will be on Passover as we are. But we was keeping Passover when we was over in the land of captivity. So that means we've been keeping everything correctly. So when we came over here, we didn't have to change nothing. Everything stays the same. We just floating down the lane, floating down the boat. Come on in, Jazz.
Kasabi family, Kasabi Goshen family. Happy Passover. We're here in the land, getting ready to partake of the Passover meal with the king sitting at the head of the table. So he can bless us with the presence of the Father, because where he is, the Father's there also. Because he is the temple of the Father. And we have seen that through the scriptures that he's sharing, the testimonies that he said of himself, that he showed us in the scripture. And Goshen family, I'm just happy to be here and just be part of this. And that Father God has chosen us, the very few out of the many that were called, out of the many that were called. So this is an occasion to be grateful. This is an occasion to celebrate and raise our hands up to the Father, raise our hands up to salvation, because this is the beginning of a new world, a new time. And this is a perfect time, the acceptable year of the Most High, that's been prophesied about and talked about. All right, Goshen family. Back to you, Ken.
All right, family. So we're about to go ahead and sit down and eat. We're gonna go ahead and pray, and after I'm done praying, y'all are free to eat. And then we know a little bit after this, a couple hours or whatever, we kick off with what? Unleavened bread, right? So, and that's for 7 days. So if you haven't gotten a leaven at your house when Passover is over, make sure the leaven is gone. You don't want to be cut off for some bread. Come on now. What you get cut off for? I had some bread in my house. You don't want to do that. Don't be that person. Do not be that person, all right? So get the bread at the house. Find out if your wine got bread in it. You know what I'm saying? Got the leaven in it. If it does, throw it out. Or turn the bottle up tonight, you know what I'm saying? Be good, you know what I'm saying? But just don't have it, all right? I'm going to go ahead and bless the food, and we'll kick it off. Father, we thank you for this food. We thank you for this time. We thank you for what you're doing right now, Father, in your people, Goshen. Father, we give you praise. We give you honor. We give you thanks. Everything is being done through you, Father. Father, you're about to move our enemies out the way. You said 1,000 might fall by your left side and 10,000 by your right hand. That means murder, death, kill, with a sword in your hand. I thank you, Father, for what you are doing right now. As everyone is taking a death serum. And anyone who dare tries to rise against your chosen, Father, on the right day, Father, they just going to fall down dead. Every single person who is literally taking the evacuation, death serums, Father, at the right time, when you say the time is up for them, Father, it's a wrap. These people have unknown or have taken the mark of the beast, even though it's been said to people many times before. Father, the enemy came in so subtle, just like he came into Eve. This vaccine has that all written all over it. I don't care if YouTube likes my video or not. They can go choke on some lies that they want to promote. Father, your word is true, and everything is a lie. And every single person who has partake of what our enemies have told us to partake, then they deserve to die. Father, we give you praise, we give you honor as we stand to see your salvation rise upon your chosen in this last day, Father. You said your sheep knows and hears your voice, and a stranger's voice they will not follow. Father, we just honor you in your word as your word is being fulfilled, even as we are walking on this new soil where those who are soon to follow, Father. Father, I'm giving out a call to come and keep the feast days with us. Father, I'm giving out a call to come and keep the Sabbath with us. Father, I'm giving out a call to keep everything you told us to keep, Father, here in their homeland. As we partake of the feast, which is Passover, which is the New Year's, Father, for us, Father. Make everything we do, Father, cause it to prosper. I don't care what kind of trouble it is, Father. Cause it to cause it to prosper, Father. Show us how to win over our brothers. Show us how to win over our sisters. Show us to give us words, Father, that confound their minds, Father. Where Islam has told them, Father, give us the word to say to them, Father, so we can actually win them over. Say, for he who wins souls is wise, Father. Give us wisdom. Give us understanding, Father. Give us your fear, Father, that we walk amongst these people, Father, when they see us, something comes over them. They feel your presence, Father, for where you are, Father, there we are, Father. We give you praise, we give you honor. Everyone who's up under the Goshen umbrella, Father, let the fear of Yah begin to envelop them. Let people begin to start to fear them, Father. They don't even know why. We just respect you. Here you go. You know what? I was about to cheat you on this, but you know what? I can't do that. I'm going to take off 45%. I'm going to take off this. You know what? Just go and have it. Today, lunch is on me. I don't know what it is, but I just feel in my heart I'm supposed to buy you dinner today. I just feel in my heart I'm supposed to buy you some groceries. I just feel in my heart I'm supposed to just give you these $200. I just feel that I'm supposed to pay your rent. Father, I thank you for your favor. Every single word where Abraham went, he always came out with something. When he said, you know what, Sarah is my sister, just don't kill me. After that whole incident was done, Father, you always blessed him. He walked away with some sheep, some goat. He always came up with something. Father, let that rest upon those in Goshen. I'm not saying those who are just Bantus. I'm not saying those who are Hebrew Israelites. Because, Father, they're doing the wrong thing. When they come over to the right thing, Father, let the blessings fall upon them too. Father, you say, I would give you as a covenant to the people. Father, as the covenant rests upon me, Father, and the benefits, Father, let them rest on the people who are listeners, followers of your word in Goshen, as you named us. In the name of your Son, Messiah, remove any cancer-causing agents out of food, Father, and bless it as we give it to you in honor and praise by being obedient to your word. In your Son's name, Messiah, so be it. Now you can eat. I'm gonna play a song called Native Land. It's actually dope. It's by a group called King. Etana actually turned me on to it. song is called Native Land. It's dope. And this song was written like in 2014 or something like that. So, yeah.
There's an extra warning here. I'm assuming that's yours. There's an extra warning here. I'm assuming this is yours. So it's just kind of like when we got I was seeing everybody else over there. Just want to say this like, pretty sure my people back there saying, I'm people there.
This is all.
How y'all doing out there? I think we need to do something like this for my bond too. Because right now, we can't be here right now and not play this for my bond too. Like what?
Now hear this, you afflicted one. Trusting but not with wine. Thus saith the times of the saints. Even your yacht to fish. See, now remove from your hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rather still know your aim. I speak these words, you burn flames like overload. The game's changing, overall, so turn change. Being on the ground, baby, listen what the masses say. Play the way they wanna play, and riding up a new day. The world is that I outplay the nations and ways. This city, these struggles, not a modest brigade. Check the faces, ain't no cases, doesn't look like the race. Driving Mercedes, you looking for the injuries. The problems was exposed, every stroke of what's in it. When books and your clothes come to life, be unsealed. The rising of the sun is at the soul of Jesus, yeah. We come in the name of God. We come in the name of God. Nowhere to run, nowhere for you to hide. We come in the name of God. We come in the name of God. How y'all enjoying yourself out there? Swine good. Hope y'all having a fun time out there. Hope y'all lamb is good. It's on spot. You know.
I don't know. Some people they love to do the art, like they love doing stuff.
Y'all feel good?
So I know we names go see it, but we maintain my critique because I was about to go time. I'm still getting better than that because the pictures are worth about because there's a lot of people.
This is good.
I'm not a narcissist. I said I'm not a narcissist. I just take pictures of I would take pictures for documentation, that's all. I would take pictures for documentation.
So it's called Journey to Zion, right? Happy Passover, everybody. Passover in Eden 2022. Happy Passover.
You know, when I changed to vegan, so I was trying to find the plants, equivalent to meat. But this is some time ago, you know, since a time where your immune system is still like energy, still got soul, so all of a sudden. Because they got all kinds of spells cast in the mind, all kinds of distractions. You know, they tell you they hold up money for the this side of your life, but they're trying to drown out the body, they're trying to drown out the knowledge of salvation. There's no hope in that line. Just like a lot of my friends, I'm telling them that this is the time to get to the land. I said, you think this stuff is coming over? It's here. It's here right now. You don't understand because you are a man too. Your life is in pieces and stale. You go to sleep like you can't rest because you think about the next day. You think about your bed, what you're going to
Get to the land.
This bondage, that's slavery.
There is plenty to go around in the land. I have not seen one hungry person here. They may not have enough money, but damn it, they ain't hungry. They're trying to sell you food. Hey, you want some banana? You want a banana? You look like you need a banana. You want some peanuts? What about some cashews? You need some cashews? They sell food around this mug. You got food that go fast. Fast fruit. Not fast food, fast fruit. This mug gets sold quickly, like at 35 cents. 35 the license, 35. There's not one. If they are the ones selling fruit, that means they ain't going hungry. I can lend you some fruit. You want some fruit? They everywhere. You go to the airport, they're gonna be right there trying to sell you a banana. You just came out the plane, you look a little famished. You look a little hungry. I have not seen one hungry person here. Not one. Everyone seems like they got some kind of shape going on to them. Like they just shape. Men got some kind of shape. They was walking around like just like, yeah, man, you know, just everything's great. You know, just eating all the fruit and everything. You know, it's good. Hey, get some money. That's how it is. Everywhere you go, they're gonna try to help you out, but it's for a fee. No one is helping you for free. Nobody. I'm telling you, when you come here to the Gambia, nobody is helping you for free. If you see a person who's very kind to you, understand there is a price that is going to be coming from you. They're gonna look at you like, okay, that was good. And you can be like, all right, Queen, it's cool. Like, no, we got that, we got your bags, don't worry about it. Get your bag. We got that too, don't worry about it. We got that too, we got that. At the end, when it's all said and done, you be like, all right, thank you so much, it was great. They be like, all right. Like, is there something wrong with your hand? Like, no. Oh, okay. Here you go. And you got women over here that be like, need help with me, baby. They got the baby stores. All of them, they would run with the baby, like, you see the baby? The baby is like, please, a little something. You don't want to get for free? Buy some fruit. I love our people though, right? Just like we be hustling in New York and hustling in all the streets and stuff like that, they hustlers up here. But they fruit hustlers. Fruit hustlers and cab hustlers. Yep, you be like, you gotta be sure that you talk to them, let them know that, look, this is what I'm gonna pay you to go down the street. If not, you end up paying for a whole day. They're trying to make you pay for it. You wanna pay for a whole day? No, I just needed to go down the street. In some places, most majority of the places, and I'm gonna just say this, most of us can endure some walking. Just being out there. Some people around here, you say you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, get everything firm. You know, a good walk every day I get is stretch the long legs, stretch the legs out, just walk down the street to where you need to go. You know, we did it today. It was actually fun. Went out, spoke to a lot of the Muslims, you know, out here, and it was fun. I had so much fun just talking to the Muslims, you know, and they couldn't answer my questions. It was so much fun right there. It was so much fun. Just walking, right? We walked back, right? Took the cab there. I was like, we could have walked this. Less than 15 minutes. Could have walked. They walk everywhere they go. They got their walking shoes on 24/7. They say New York is a city that never dies or never sleeps. Nope. We gotta give that one back. This land over here does not sleep. Everyone's up all time of night, selling fruit and just chilling. That's what they do all day long. So I'm so glad that our people can be here to literally watch us keep Passover in the land. Right now it is, someone said fruit hustlers. Yeah, exactly. They be hustling fruits. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm like literally. But watch this. The good thing for those who say they grew up in the ghetto or grew up in the hood, you gonna fit right on in. Like seriously. You be seeing people, hey, how you doing, man? I got that ganja. You fit right in. They be like, how long you been here? You seen a lot of people that are like, we smoke weed. It's a lot of weed smokers out here. So a lot of people got the low. I seen one person say, we got this bag right here for $16. $16. I was like, 16? We got that, oh, you know what I'm saying? Big up, I'm like, what? Let me say this. I'm gonna put that to the test. I'm gonna have to get $16 and have to go see it and see how big this bag is for $16. So maybe some brownies. I wanna see what that weed, what kind of revelation it will give me. I wanna see, since we're in the land, I wanna see what kind of land weed, you know, what kind of revelation is gonna come from the land weed. I wanna know. I don't smoke, but I do edibles. I just want to see what kind of revelation comes. Yeah. Y'all enjoying yourselves? Yeah. Everyone's enjoying themselves. Is there any requests on the music? Yes, ganja is here. I haven't got none yet, but someone said I got it for the. You don't tell them how much the weed costs in the land. How much it costs in captivity. Don't tell them. Just be quiet, like, okay, that's good, all right. Just act like it's normal. You see the big bag, be like, don't your eyes get big like, for how much again? Man, hair down here, get your hair done, $5, $10. $10. Forget paying $150, $200 to get your locks and all that. Some places $40. Let me look at y'all again. $40. You be like, what? $40. Yes, $40. They ain't playing with people down here. They put people out of business in America. Like, what? I get the same style in America, in the land, but cheaper. You paying $200 for something you gonna wear for maybe 2 nights, maybe 3 nights, and take it out. Down here, they gonna get it in, and it's not one person on your head, so it's double time. There's two people on your head. One person on one side, the other person on the other side. We doing teamwork. Inside says they shout, I sent them out by twos. They braiding your hair by twos. They doing your hair by twos. And then one person got to go take care of another head. Another person come on through and help them with your head. So it's like 2 people working on your head. So it's like double the work quickly. But you're still paying the same price. Pay what? $600 for this, which is like the same equivalent as, I don't know what that is, but it's just like, you know, they got money here is different. You show what the money here look like. See that right there? That is different, right? Now, but when you get change is not change. Like, you know, the coins, you don't get coins. You get this. So this one is 200. This one is 20, right? This is what the change that was left over from one of the 200s I gave. So I gave this, and then they had to give me change. They gave me this and this. Now don't get happy about the 100, because 100 Delassies could be like a penny. Who knows what this is? I don't even know what this is. But I know it ain't $100. I know that much. When you get the money, you see the money. The money is color coded, right? So it's different. So don't get happy about the colors, because this right here came from when I broke this, this 200, this was the change that came with it from when I bought what I bought today, right? So they have ATMs here that you can change your money over into Delassies. Now, you're gonna definitely want to do that. When you get here, hit the ATM and change your money over to Delassies. Because if you have your money in US American money, it's gonna be a wrap. You know, everything here is in Delassies. So it's an easier system to actually keep it that way versus trying to use American money, right? Someone said Earth Tone. I was gonna play that. I was gonna play that. So we'll play that right now. Y'all enjoying the celebration? Cheers. The sun tones, a line of the walls, it's let free fall, better off alone. We have to come together, not can stand on their own. Put away our stubbornness, beliefs, and alone. Sun tones, a line of the walls, it's let free fall, better off alone. We have to come together, not can stand on their own.
commandments, including us from savage, the fire to damage, all those who savage, revive them with sight, take on the fight, those who consider it's rising to the light, it's rising, yes, our, though it's not right, now science are lying, the books are unsealed, stand firm and strong, so make this be good, run to the mountain, vision is near, the sun burns souls, a line of the bones, he's been free from better overflow, we have to come together and stand on their own, put away our stubbornness, release and alone, the sun burns souls, a line of the bones, he's been free from better overflow, we have to come together and stand on their own, put away our stubbornness, release and alone. We honor God's word. Don't say what you don't do. Ears have not heard, eyes have not seen. Now sign you redeem. We wait for the outcome. We wait for the new. Judah promoted. Gospel in motion. Religion be taunted. This handle God's word. They know it, exploded. Flying with culture. And she knows it. Destroying our culture. Yahusha, he knows. She that's his own. Abiding the word. The Father's our home. The sun earth tones. A line of the bones. Keeps men free from better overflow. We have to come together and stand on their own. Put away our stubbornness, release and alone. The sun earth tones. A line of the bones. Keeps men free from better overflow. We have to come together and stand on their own. Put away our stubbornness, release and alone. Life is like a paper, goes away like morning breeze. You find the struggle real, yes, you want everything. Anything that weighs you down, makes you quick to sin. This matters like the death, that over everything. Took to a first nature, no longer misery. My burden's getting lighter, my yoke is gotten easy. No longer I who lives, but the word who lives in me. Yahusha will forgive, and he will set you free. Yeah. Whatever you want it to be. That is what it will be. It was how to change. It was how to change. Your hands will flow with your honor, your righteousness will follow. Foundations from a man, I know they're very hollow. They still come out of worship and everything he have. Those things who are not written, the things they will allow. All signs and many wonders are starting to appear. They want to see the giants and give them all the cheers. Just been prophesied, it will be there otherwise. You cannot change that, nor can any change the times. Where you want to be. That is what you be. And who has power to change it? So I can do your curve is closing down. The show is almost over. My chest and you replace the sun's operation shows the change. That's the black heart. I might just be so I want to be. That is what I'll be. Who has power to change it? Power to change. Nobody else knows me. I want to be. That is what it will be. Who has power to change
There's no thing that they ignore people when it's written in scripture that says flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of God. So when Elijah was taken, he was translated. They don't get that. So it's like coming back and being like, in flesh, no, because when the Most High took Elijah, when he took Enoch, he was translated. Flesh cannot be in the place where the Most High is. It was flames that engulfed him, separated him and if you think about those flames, what did they do? They translated, they transformed him. Because again, like King said, you have to condense everything the book says. Or the scripture says, because we don't need a full understanding. We don't need an interpretation. That's already there. Because think about it, it says, our God is all consuming fire. So in order for him to even be in the Most High's presence, he had to be cleansed by fire. So because you heard this say, my father saw the church of God, which was fire, separated from the light. His eyes are always purified. Anyone who sees His presence will be purified. There it is, it's all there. We don't need anybody kind of like translate or interpret and this and that. It speaks on its own. It doesn't need you to. The problem is, it's only be open to the one who the Most High God is already here. Because their minds are so fleshly, because their minds are so carnal, we're looking for every explanation, every understand that what's coming to your country, you can't stop it. You don't have nothing in your arsenal to stop what's coming, because it's not even on the physical world. They can't stop it. There's no, because their spirit is resonating and they feel what it's coming. They feel that power, they feel the energy. But because their spirit man is still asleep, they're called people. They're looking for a lot of this only goes to the church. He must be a decision. He must be this, he must be that. They don't even understand. It's like, he's coming to learn from the body. You have no power. You just want to stay aside, stand over here, stand over there, and then they come through. Because nobody can stop this. Because already things are in the series, a lot of people like a bondage, religious bondage. I mean, heavy, like loud, and when you see this language, they like, I found this with my mom and my dad. They not even really Muslim, like, you know, Muslim, you ain't Muslim. You make fun of their faith Christian in the land. They say they believe, but they don't know what the Bible says. You talk to people, start when they go back and forth with the word, and then they realize, like, okay, they don't do that. Those days were strong, so they didn't do that.
My sister about to come on. My blood sister.
Yeah, my pride and money. You reign in victory, that's just who you are. I really love you so. your feast days, your your commandments, your feast days, your commandments, your feast days. You can plan tomorrow, right? Your feast days. In a word.
Oh yeah.
Yes. The old generation hasn't died off because they're just not enough. They cannot see the cross. Because I'm talking about like how this generation now was like to our ancestors. The old generation hasn't died out. Because there's only going to be a handful of us in the older generation. I'm saying all of us who are like, well, I guess all of us were good to go because I'm here 50. So everybody, the few specialists were 50 or that range, and everything below that, the whole side's called wrong. Because you have a lot of our people, a lot of our elders, they just can't receive, they don't receive. And there's a parallel because you look back and look at places, you can see that every turn of what they do with their elders, you will see that the elders, those people who are under those people who are under Egyptian rule, or we say Babylon, they are so used to things in a certain way. They've been so indoctrinated by Christianity, in this case, Islam, that they cannot even receive the bread of life, the new water of the new wine. They can't receive it. Even though they can see it, it's true. I can do this now because there was one older brother outside the discussion room. He knew everything else in the truth. And he walked when I see it, he says, this is what scripture actually means. And he says, you know, he says, I see it, and I know scripture, but I'm a man of tradition. He just makes himself up just like that. He makes himself up. Because he's about to see
Can't see it like the see it was meant to be written. All our ancestors, innocent blood of the spirit, from functions. Many think that they see it, but for their own health, but for us, you they can't. Scary identity is never lost, it's changed. We show this our identity, but the change our same. Missing from our community, policy brings the pain. Make them law from their crime. Innocent lives do the time. It's hot time. It's our time. We claim the perish. Truth is true. Big time must decline. Truth is coming home. Protect them. You see moving out with death. Comes in the light. Everything is really right. Where it was the nation hate. We can choose to God's heart. It's the master has spoken. It's so God's heart. I know I went in there, but I'm like, what's in there? I'm going to say what you are. You've been doing it down. I wasn't in there. I mean, I wasn't in there. The name of the
Waiting on what you had to find. Chasing guns that cannot make us love for man. We keep this about people. But they don't believe us. They try to make us be quiet. Too many of us dying. Try to sell us the lies. Not many of us dying. Because we know who we are. People will work. Now that the children are awake, we got the worship. Stay building the vision. Removing double hooks. No more holiday styles. Cannot cutting it down. No, we're not Christians. We stay on the mission. We let the land whistle. Show up your heart. Keeping shalom is what we're living. That's the words of what we're reading. Yeah, we always praising. Man, my heart goes rising out of here.
It's like, I don't do it. If I was ready, because there's something already prepared. And the ones that were ready to go into the first, and this is where we are right now. All of us, thank you to the Father and why, and where the Father lies and truth. You can see that. You know it's one of these. But the King breaks it up, so thing you got to do right now is a love us understand. It's also great to me. So I hear things here about so he says, I will do the foolish thing and what was not wise. So if I were to be on the fool, and talk about wise, it's not motivation. It's not motivation. What the other day, you get that shot. What the best thing song? Give it to me. Eggs. I like that. Tarzan means white skin. White skin coming into the jungle. Oh, Tarzan came away. Okay, that's right. This is up here. To take over Tarzan. Never said. Now watch this. You got a Tarzan. That is one act with the first things. Tarzan. It's forces, right? Tarzan forces. But the map they had for Africa for Tarzan were in place that makes no sense. They were in that. So when we come follow so-called Christian, separation of truth right here, Christian about. Because no one before long, and I'm already speaking this because it's already the Father already solved. The King is here because you have a lot of young generation here who are waiting for a chance. They're waiting for because they've been falling, they've been for a while. The Holy Spirit is calling and says, you know what? Jesus, man. Can we just say, God, because you're in the just like today, people are supposed to come. How can you follow a man and then in another place? You're oppressive. How do you oppress a man who God has?
Say that again.
You're a child of the King. And come from a kingdom. They lie about everything. This is not where you're from. No.
Yes, absolutely. You're wrong.
You're the seed of Jacob. You're children of Israel. When they told you was greater.
And I do these prayers, it's like,
Yes,
can't, there's no way, we don't, he is not even in us today. So we gotta be made for us. Because, I'm telling you, it's written in our book. Our righteousness is a filthy rags in His sight. Even on our best day is still filthy. Even on our best day. If we're not, I can tell you. Because even our thoughts, even our very thoughts, sin is the most high. And after sometimes my father can give you a thought. It's like don't remain in those thoughts. That does not satisfy His glory. Don't remain in those thoughts. That does not testify their greatness. Because I've been the representation of breath. I woke up. All of my body is working. I have help. You know how I'm supposed to say, but it's true. It's right. I'm not blind. I'm not hungry. I don't want to use the bed. I don't want to use the bed. See, we're so talking about Bible that we do not use the equals this Mercedes Benz. Or this is being done. Or this got a large house. So no. The very thing that you woke up, you woke up with potentiality. You woke up with a mind to create. All the static fixed things are just idols. These are idols that people think. They think that when they have these and somebody will do them, it's like, oh, it's an idol. That is an idol. Because these idols only serve in Babylon. These idols are meant to enslave all the plantations. This is about who can really afford to buy a Bill Johnson or things like outright. You can't. They got to change your face. If you miss one, hey, those markets are red. You miss another market is red. Another one, and you regret is real mean. You got to start over from number one. And then they got you again. Oh, we're going to have to finish the red. And then you got to let them eat. You know, then you got to get the red stories. You got to do the meditation. On one hand, there's something so hard, and on the one hand, you're robbing out of the back pocket. You get it, take it out. These are idols. There's something. We're charging you. Because we are unknown, this is full of lies, this is blood, they can't ignore, they can't shut up, mother, we're all for more, we're not an ancestor, just more, survive off the deep, and kill it, no matter, connects, get back, to Zena, my mom, say, they work, my leader, who turn my face, just a piece, that's one, the only liberal, is a change. You have an update race with you. 13 weeks. Like, we ain't gonna let her know.
I love the slave so that I actually know everything. But I can only give you my testimony. The Father says me.
This just said, we interrupt this to bring you an important message.
Hi, family. Hi, family. Apparently, there will be a change in the police at the checkpoints in the Gambia coming up soon. I heard that they will be Caucasian, most likely German background.
Do you hear that? If Germany is coming in to protect, it says what? That the beast sends a flood after the woman. Who do you think the flood is? That's soldiers. The flood is soldiers. The flood is not like a natural water. Oh, water, what's this water after? No, water means this, he's going to give order. So the beast is going to give orders to the military to do something. And that's when we start to see the miracles happen where the ground just get a little bit hungry. You know what? I feel a little hungry. I feel this, my legs feel a little bit too crowded. I think I'm going to open my mouth up just a little bit and see if I can taste what human beings taste like again. And then he's going to open up his mouth. It's going to swallow some soldiers. It'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm falling. And I can't get up. Like really, they falling, they can't get up. This is what we've been waiting on. Let's bring on the white soldiers. I think we need some salt. We got salt and pepper all around this mug. So I guess we're going to season this mug just a little bit. So you don't want to be on the enemy's team right now because you might get swallowed whole. And it's not going to be like Jonah's story. Jonah, he got out to tell his story. They won't be able to tell their story no more. It'll be people who will be alive say, man, this is what I saw. They was running after us and everything like that. And I seen the ground belch real quick and then they opened up his mouth and she ate a whole bunch of them. And they put a gulf between us and them. But they could not cross over. The beast got upset and went back to the Americas to start war with those who did not leave. But the ones who made it to the land was protected. I know one thing, Itana and the family, all our family, and the ones who are in Goshen are going to make it to the land. Because they're going to see that they need to shift gears from trying to survive in a place that's not meant for you to survive in. And they're going to put their heads together and they're going to start to save money, getting passports, getting tickets like yesterday, and they're going to get to the land. That's what they're going to do. Itana, Cheryl, we have Tia, Charles, Doris, Deja, Azaria. We have people who are coming who needs to get to the land soon. Because like I said, once Trump is out of office, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. The next person who comes in, I said, it's not good. The next so-called president will not be a good president. And he's not. He done signed on with whatever they want to do. All the way. He will not go against them because number one, he is Jesuit. So he's in a covenant with the beast. So you can count that out. Joe Biden is in a covenant. And you see how the Father sees covenant. Father sees covenant as covenant. That's either with good or covenant with evil. Biden is in covenant with evil. He's been sold out to do all that is evil. He can give a dang about you and your kids. He will tell you anything that, hey, this will make your hair grow overnight if you take this. If he has to, if you buy it. And then while you're on your deathbed dying, he said, oh, thank you for participating in us. It's going to kill you, but you won't matter about it no more. You won't be able to say nothing about it. All right, go about your business. He won't care. The word says that when the snake shows up, run. It already told you what to do. My sheep knows my voice and straight voice when I shine. He said, when you see a snake, you gonna do. It didn't say you gonna stay there and cadaver. Like, hey, let's fight the powers that be. Let's do it. Let's fight the power. As soon as the snake show up, I'm gonna beat him in his face. No, he said run. He says flee. He said, you wanna know when it's time to flee? When you see the snake has showed up. Y'all know who the snake is? When you see the face of the serpent, run. The face of the serpent is trying to say, if you don't have this serpent vaccine or serpent cure, think about that. How is a serpent going to give you a cure? They gave him a cure one day because they had to stare at it. There was nothing being injected into their veins. When the snakes came out and bit them, Father told them to make a bronze snake and said to look at it. Didn't say nothing like that and put whatever came from it inside your body. No. But what's been said is, at the same time when as Moses lifted up the serpent in the desert, so must the Son of Man be lifted up too. Tell you what, the same time when this face of the serpent, when the mark of the beast is coming out, my salvation banner is coming out at the same exact time. So who got a banner out right now? I like to know who got a banner out at the same time while this vaccination is going around. Who got it? Have you seen them? Have you seen it? Tell me, have you seen it? Seen it? Come on. Somebody let me know where the banner at. Because when the evil was out, there's got to be truth out at the same time. Just like the Garden of Eden. The tree of knowledge of good and evil and the tree of life was in the same area. It was in the center. So when the serpent is being lifted up, the Son of Man is going to be around at the same time with his banner. That's a no-brainer. That's in the scriptures. Play with it. Let's go. Anybody? You might want to play with it. Anybody want to play with this? You know. We gotta put these things out. People look at me like, when he in America? Yes, no more. I mean the land. I mean Eden, what they call Africa. I still play around in Texas, play around in Louisiana and everything like that. Still having wars about Esau. You know what Esau is? The white man. Esau is our brother, right? So how in the hell is Esau gonna be the white man? Please make that make sense. How did he go from red to white? Please make that make sense. How did he go from red to white? How did he go from red to white? Last time I checked, white people was pink. I'm just trying to figure out how he went from red, pink to, I just want to figure that out. How did he go from leprosy? You know, how did he go from red to leprosy? How you do that? Even Moses didn't want leprosy on him. When he put the color white on him, he was like, take it off, please. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back black, please. Put it back black. So how are we going to come up and say that the white man is our brother when Moses didn't want to wear his brother on him? If that is the case, he didn't want to wear his brother's skin on him. If that's the case. How's it Moses was running away from the same color that we say is now our brothers? It's being taught worldwide as Esau. People be talking that they can't even help themselves when they talk about white people. Like, you know, Esau did this. Who is Esau? The white man. How? So then who's the stranger then? Esau. Was it Esau? When he part of Isaac? Was Isaac his father? Yes. But then how is he Esau? We don't know, but he's Esau. They can't tell you how he's Esau, but they'll say he's Esau in a minute. Our people are so smart. Not. But it's the same old routines, same old tired conversations. I mean, you think that they would be hashed out about Esau and then had this thing fixed over the last 15, 20, 30 years they've been arguing about it. Oh, it's the other one. Today's the Sabbath day. No one's done any research on it, but they've been keeping the same Sabbath for the last 30 years. Has nothing changed since they've been keeping the same Sabbath for 30 years. Or feast days. The Father's not showed up to not near one feast day. Because neither day that they kept was a feast. It was an abomination. So stuff is hilarious. And every single feast that they so-called kept, as to the Father says, do away with your noise. So you're up here singing songs, Shema, y'all singing the one in the line. The one in the back right there is blowing their lungs out. Father's like, that is noise, turn it off. If I hear that song one more time, I'm gonna burn you. Hear that song one more time, I'm gonna burn you and it. Father don't much care to hear your beautiful voice when it's not a feast day. He calls it noise. So you're thinking you got your best sound. Yeah, man, we sound good. Father's like, when it come up to him, it sound like a donkey that we heard this morning. The donkey like, that's how you sound when you're singing your best. The best person who is singing with an opera voice sounds like on your feast days. Man, I felt this song. This song was from the heart. The Father hears He said the person come up here and go sacrifice the lamb. He said, I just see him to just cut off Fido's neck. You just cut off the dog's neck. Why you do that today? We just sacrificed this lamb. You just sacrificed Fido. Why you eating dog today? It counts against you. Every single feast that you keep in the opposite order counts against you. Like, we kept the feast on this day. Like, you know what? I knew you was going to remind me of your feast. That counts against you. It shows your disobedience. This is literally a mark against you. Just like white power and white privilege is a mark against them, so is your feast a mark against you. And you so happy and proud of it. We kept the feast today, but we can't. We kept what's that? Sukute Kente. No, it's not Sukute Kente. You mean Sukkot? Yes, Sukkot. Where we get Sukkot from anyway? I don't know, but I don't know why y'all call it Sukkot. We should call it tabernacles. It's so much easier. Sukkot was the one the Father was reprimanding on. You worshiping your God Sukkot. You up here calling it the name of another idol. Letting you know you did wrong right there. We're going to keep an idol worship today. We're going to do some idol worshiping today. Why? Because it's called Sukkot. In Goshen, we don't call it Sukkot. We call it tabernacles. At the time when we see Sukkot, it's the Father reprimanding, tearing a hole in one of us, like you keeping to your God, whatever, Charon and Sukkot. Your king Sukkot. He was pissed off with them. Why would you want to name something that's going to remind him of his anger? Y'all ain't smart. Not smart at all. I don't want to remind the Father of none of the things I did in anger. No. We need to change the way we do things. But when you come to the land, over here, you'll see. It's beautiful over here. The people are beautiful. They're beautiful. You can talk to them. And once, like they say, Gambia is small. So you get to know everybody. Or they get to know you. But like this, I'm the only one here with colored hair. There is no one here with my hair. Nobody. So I stand out, baby. When I walk down the street, that's him. We don't know who he is. King David, how you doing? Salute. Salute, how you doing, man? That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what's up? That's how it is. Been here for 3 days. They like, they didn't even ask me, how long you been here? It's like I've been here all my life. Like, we ain't seen you, but you like you've been here forever. You've been here. You've been here before. Me and Jay, like, y'all been here before. Y'all been here before. Ain't no one trying to try us. They were like, how you doing, man? Everybody love Rasta music. Hey, Rasta, how you doing, Rasta, man? Yeah, we ain't gonna mess with you. We gonna mess with you. We love Bob Marley too. They love reggae. But I heard over here, if they love reggae, if you have the microphone and it's reggae, I heard they will walk up to you and take the microphone from your hand. They don't mean disrespect. They just feeling the music. They will sing your songs. If you come up here and this is the song you wrote in reggae, they will come up here and take the microphone from you while you are performing your song and sing your song on the stage with you. That's real. I'm trying to prepare y'all how they are here. So for all the ones who are, how can I put this, uppity, oh, you ain't gonna have a good time here. But if you came from the hood, you seen people sell some weed, you seen all that stuff in the hood, this is the hood. All day long, you gonna fit right on in. It'd be like you didn't, why didn't I do this a long time ago? You just be coasting. But if you one on one, you turned up about people just being thuggish and doing what they gotta do, you're gonna have all sorts of problems. Everything you see gonna piss you off. You know what? You just pissed me off today. Why? I don't know, because you breathing. I didn't like you when I was in the States. I don't like you now. If you don't like the hood, you ain't gonna like this place. But if you grew up in the hood, this place is home. Because they're your peoples. And they're in the same condition as you. But guess what? We have starvation in America. They ain't got no starvation because there's fruit on almost every single tree. Man, you know what? I've never heard a person like, I'm still listening to, I'm waiting to hear a person say, I'm starving. I ain't heard now what. Have y'all been? You been here for how long? Almost 5 months. Have you heard a person come up to you say, I'm sorry, could you please feed me? You ain't heard no person. What about you? You only been here for like 1 day, right? Just a day. This a day, right? So, how many people you heard that is starving for food? Zero. What about you guys here? How many people that came up to you like, do you have a banana to spare? Daddy, what about you? You've been here for a little bit. How many people came up to you and said, do you have an apple to spare? No. They might not have money, but food is not a problem. When I first got here, they was telling me that Allah has many names. I was like, wow. I was like, the Father has many problems, but a name is not one. You know what I'm saying? Because like, he has many names, but what's the name he's going by now that brings for salvation? So I said, the Father has many problems, but a name is not one. He has many names. But we need to find the right name. These people don't have the right name. They call him Allah. And I was like, I was like, what does Allah mean? They says one. I was like, that's powerful right there. I said, so the one created the heaven and earth. And when we want to get saved, we're going to call on the one. Yep. We don't have a name that means salvation. We have a name that means one. We have one time. One time mean cops. Run from the one time. One time. One time is here. One time is here. Y'all know what that means in the hood. You hear it one time, they be looking for 5-0. We just checking up on them. And one here, one time here. Everyone know what that means. That means book it. That don't mean you don't walk slow. No, that means you run. One time is here. You don't want to be the slow one. You don't want to be the slow one. That's what you're coming to here. But it's just on a more peaceful level. Ain't no one walking around with a gun and shooting you like, look, you gonna give me your money, I'm gonna use this fruit, okay? That's the exchange. You gonna buy my fruit. You are gonna buy it. Someone made me buy their fruit today. They came with a whole fruit bowl. I bought every single nut that they had in the bag. It was either me dying or me buying nuts today. I chose nuts over 200. You ain't got them kind of problems. Now they're very persistent. You gotta be persistent with your no. You get creative with your no. I said no. First time. Oh, we don't want no nuts today, we good. And they be looking at you with a sad face, a little puppy eyes, rather bring on the water, you be like, you might want to save that water because you might be thirsty later on. So we don't want no nuts. Go ahead and go. You gotta be creative. You gotta be strong. You definitely do want to ask to support a lot of people out here. A lot of our people coming out here. They meet up in one area. What's that area where people meet up in again? King Bakery at the turntable. At the turntable, that's where all the Americans, the outsiders, come out and congregate. It's like an AA meeting. Hi, my name is Heart of Songs. And I've been here for 3 days. And I'm just looking to, just make it out here. But my name is Sheila. I've been out here for 3 days. I've been out here for like 2 months. And this is what I found out. We tell each other our problems that we've been having out here in the Gambia. It's an AA meeting. That's how we met. We met at the AA meeting yesterday. Yes, America's Anonymous. Like they don't know where we at right now. They're gonna send out a message for me to go to court and be like, Andrew Rucker, is he here? I heard he fled the country. I say what? His court case was supposed to be in 4 weeks. He's not here no more? No, I heard he's in the Gambia. Well, we're not gonna go get him there, but when he comes back, we're gonna get him, buddy. He ain't coming back. You sure? It said on that 30 days he'll be back, right? He's not planning on coming back in 30 days. He's planning on getting his own stuff here. He's left for good. We would not have left if he didn't think he was gonna come, if he thought he was gonna come back. There's gonna be trouble if he come back. They said they flee. The scriptures mean serious. It says they flee from the face of the serpent. People are waiting for it to be a nice, smooth transition. It says flee, damn it, flee. You are escaping. You are escaping from work. Today, I'm playing hooky. I will be on a plane. That's why I will not be here at work today. I know you had me scheduled for plane, had me scheduled for work, but I had scheduled for plane today. Today was plane day. Keep everything normal and just leave. Escape. Let no one know nothing. Just escape. You tell your mom next time, be like, I'm in Africa. Eating. Was there a place in America called Africa? No. I'm literally in the land right now. You have a job to go to, not anymore. Nope. I'm in a place that would never starve. I may not have the money I want, but I will never starve. You might ask the same. I know what you understand. Exactly.
Goshen family, and all of you that have come under the Goshen flag, and all of our friends and family that are still out there, who are still sitting on the fence, do it. The King is giving you wise counsel. Wise counsel. Because this is your time to flee. Because understand, where you live now, the life you live now, and the things you're engaged in is slavery. It's meant to enslave your soul, to keep you held in place, to keep you on a plantation. Because you wake up in the morning and worry about your job. Oh, I got to go do this. Or I got to go pay this bill. Or I got to go put a little cement in school here because if I don't put it in school, the church is going to pay me a visit. See, family, all of that is machinations, or I should say machinations of Babylon, meant to hold you in place, to keep you in slavery. And if you cannot see right now, in this time that the Most High has opened up the eyes of his people and have given us the King as a covenant, then you're missing your chance of salvation, your chance of freedom. Because understand, Babylon is falling, and it is falling because it's written in scriptures. And you have to understand this, family, all these prophecies are coming to pass now. Not in the future, not 3 years from now, right now. And this is your time period to flee. Just like the King was giving you wise counsel. Just like any other day, book your trip, make your reservation stuff, and go. And I'm here to witness and testify to you. You're not going to think everything. You can't take everything with you. It's not going to be a smooth transition. It wasn't for me. Right. And exactly, the King touched on something that I should talk about. They are going to close. They're going to close this opportunity that's opening for you. Because understand, at some point, whatever job you're doing, whatever job you hope to have, or whatever thing you hope to gain, the only way you're going to have access to that is if you take that job. And we already understand that that is the mark of the beast. You take this, you're doomed. And you take this, some of you may decide like, oh, I want this big house, or I want this job, and I want this whatever, fill in the blanks. Understand that is deception. You're deceiving and thinking that what you're going to get in change of you taking that job is going to be worth it. You're going to lose your very soul. You're going to lose it. Everything you hope and wish and dream for is an illusion. It's nothing but an illusion to keep you bound, keep you set in a place, keep you chasing after. Understand, Babylon is full of idols, because it's written in the scriptures, the King brought out so many times, Babylon and her idols are confounded. Look around you, family. The economy is turning upside down on its head. All your stocks and bonds, your investments, they're only as good as the market that they're in. And the market's going to collapse. You think somehow you're going to pull that money, I'm going to pull this and I'm going to be over here, I'm going to be safe, I'm going to take this vacation, I'm going to be kicking my feet up over here. No. Because I understand when this whole system collapses, everything you hope for, everything you wish for, everything you dream, your 401ks, all of that is going to go up in smoke like a vapor. Understand, this time is now. This ain't in the future, this is now. And we have our covenant as a people renewed because the Father has revealed the King. Because that is how he's going to lead his people back to himself. By having King David as a covenant to the people. It's written, people. It's written. It is happening. It's true. And all I can say is your brother here in Goshen, as an escapee from Babylon, do it. Do it today. Don't wait. And all these excuses are going to come up in your head. All that psychic noise. Those are just voices of the enemy telling you that you can't do it. There's no way you can do it. It's impossible. It is possible. Because the Father's looking for those who are willing, who will believe him and do this. Because understand, this is you acting on faith. The Father's looking for your faith. Because without that faith, you can't please him. You can't even fulfill the scriptures and the prophecy without that faith. because you're the people. But it's not enough to know your people. You must have faith. And with that said, I'm going to give way back to King here because we were just enjoying this moment. King?
Get on down here. That's all I'm saying. Get on down here. Get on down here. You know, like Grace should say on Sanford and Son. Get on down here. Get on. Oh yeah, I gotta show y'all the video about the beach. I gotta share it here on my phone. It was beautiful. I love it. It was beautiful. That is right there. Put that off. The beach was wonderful, right? I'm gonna try to share it right here with my hands spread out, talking about, you know, I know people talking about R. Kelly right now, you know, bad situations going on with him. Hey, I talked about that some years ago. Father told me, he said, hey, he said, the enemy has no loyalty. He said, when the time comes when the Father said, give me this vow, that person's vow is going to be given to the Father. And once he gets that vow, it's a wrap. That's what's been happening. So, what's going on with R. Kelly, you know, what's going on with him because of him, you know, just being away for those many years. The enemy will give you so-called glory, so-called honor, but understand it comes with a price at the end of it. So I say, why? Where does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul? That means you're doing some damaging things that damaging your soul. The stuff you're doing and the stuff they're allowing you to do, they don't convict you of. Not until they no longer need you. Then after they don't need you, they got all this evidence that you don't sing in your song, talking about I don't see nothing wrong, getting it on with a teenager, you know what I'm saying? And then you don't think that's gonna come back and get you, like, man, it's the best song ever, man. I just love it. Why everyone's under the spell. But then after the spell is over, after so many years, they come back, didn't he say he had sex with a 14-year-old? How old was he? Yeah, he was a grown man, wasn't he? Okay, let's go ahead and get his behind. Let's go get him. And then all the other stuff is just compound upon you. So judgment becomes like this noose that you keep time for yourself every year with every song. A song's being used against you. You be like, R. be like, no, I didn't do that. And then they play the song, I don't see nothing wrong. They're like, wait a minute, you up there saying it. You just bear witness against yourself. You got a video talking about, I want to pee on you. You know what I'm saying? He got a video where he's peeing on a teenager. Like, you know it's him. That's R. Kelly peeing on somebody. And then you got Dave Chappelle made a song called I Want to Pee on You. R. Kelly got pissed off about that song. He made a song called I Want to Pee on You. And then they had R. Kelly, what is it, starter kit. And he had a whole hose right there. It was peeing on the people. He said, I'm gonna turn your face into a toilet seat. So all this stuff was just, it was just horrible. But all this stuff is used against you. Because everyone knows what you're doing. But no one's saying nothing. Because when judgment comes, you done spoke against yourself so many times. You ain't gonna have nothing to stand on. Like, people were shocked when they said that R. Kelly was guilty. Go listen to his whole albums. Go listen all from the beginning when he started out with Public Announcement. Public Announcement, I'm gonna mess with your kids. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? The enemy's not going to use you unless he got something he can actually destroy you with in the end. If he ain't got if there's not a loose thread to you, you're no use to me. Because if I can't hold something over your head when I want you to do something, then I can't use you. I'm not gonna make you a star. I'm not gonna make you super big. He done made him super big, but the stuff was a loose thread, and now that thread is being pulled and being unraveled. And he thought he was gonna actually get free this time. The last time he made a song like, you know what I'm saying, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, not guilty. You know what I'm saying? This time it ain't Jay-Z, it's just R. Kelly, and he's found guilty. Second time around, guilty. Trust me, if R. Kelly would have got after this, he would have made a song called Not Guilty Again. Not Guilty Part 2. Now it's called Parts of Life. R. Kelly has parted life. He's now gonna be serving life behind bars. He ain't going to broke jail, which is you done stole money from people, IRS jail. No, he going to jail. That's the worst. He going to prison, not money prison. Because money prison, they feed you steak and all that other kind of stuff. He going to regular prison. So when you come into this thing, you don't have a problem covering yourself over in blood. Because you start out as nothing, cover myself over in blood is nothing. But as time goes on, the rituals increase. Eventually, you're going to get sick by the rituals itself. Like, wait a minute, I got to do all this just to keep the little name I got right now? The little fame I have, and it's little, compared to your soul, it's little. And when it's all said and done and the music has ended and the candlelight has went down on your life, where are you going to spend? Was it worth it having all those people yelling your name from the stage? Was it worth it? Was it worth to sell out just for some money? Was it worth it? Yeah, you was on the top for a season. Season could be 10 years. If someone else comes up and replace you, once we no longer need you, now we're gonna bring every single thing that you did in this song, whatnot, against you. And the next people coming in will not even think that far ahead. They will think that will never happen to me because it happened to this person and it will never happen to me. And it continues on with the continue on cycle. Everyone thinks that they're better than the system. Like, you know what? That will never happen to me. And the same thing that happened to R. Kelly. People are like, I'm too good like R. Kelly. It's gonna be someone like R. Kelly gonna be singing the same kind of songs that R. Kelly's singing, and will not understand that he will be following in the same footsteps as R. Kelly and get caught up in the same thing he had, because he'd be like, that was R. Kelly, I'm gonna be smoother than R. Kelly, that will never happen to me. And then you look up 20, 30 years from now, you're gonna be going through the same thing. The enemy has no new tricks, it's the same old tricks, and he gets you by your own pride. It's like the Father just gives you over. He gives you up. He tried to talk to you the first time, you don't listen. I was like, fine, go ahead and do it then. That's on you. I warned you. Just saying, family. Everything that's happening to R. Kelly is what he has sowed. Now he is reaping it. The Father has opened his mouth and he is yelling loud and strong. Everyone thought he done came up and said, I believe I can fly. He done did a gospel album. And the Father kept quiet doing all this. Now the Father's opened his mouth and he's speaking. And the Father's cutting off Christianity. He cut them out anyway. You can't even find Christianity in the Bible. You see the churches, but that's not even the churches. He's talking about the symbols. The churches didn't come from us. They came from white people. And the Messiah says, first thing, let me put this out here. I'm not sent but only to one thing. I'm sent to the house of Yisrael. So number one right there, he just cut the church right on out with those words. And then the disciples who were up under him He literally says, hey, what is that it's not that the student should be greater than the teacher, but to be as a teacher. So if the teacher is saying, I'm only sent but to the lost sheep of Israel, that means now his students is only sent to the lost sheep of Israel. So then cut the whole entire church out, Islam and all these other religions out the scriptures right then and there. And he done took hold of the Old Testament and the New Testament all in one. He done literally took them out of the Old Testament and put them out of the New Testament and the Apocrypha. He completely just whited them out with his own testimony. The testimony that the Messiah has literally wipes out all other nations. And another thing, so we got this, what's her name again? She should have been dead a long time ago. She called herself Queen Elizabeth. That's her name, Queen Elizabeth? She looked dead. She do. She looked a fruit roll-up, but the white one. Fruit roll-up comes in white. The Father, by saying he giving the two witnesses, is really him putting his feet on a couch, saying, forget your couch, dog, forget your couch. There's only two kings that I chose, dog, forget your couch. That is the Father stomping on the nations. He's like, I only know of King Saul and King David. People need to understand the Father says, all right, so when the Father says he was over in 40 days and 40 nights, is that what happened? 40 days and 40 nights? Can someone please read what the Father said he would do in Solomon's temple if he messes up? Let's see if he meant that or he was just playing. Father turned Solomon's temple into a playpen with dirt. Wanna play some volleyball? Put this hand up right here. We got a whole bunch of dirt right here. Come on. It's too far, bro. We got to see what the Father said about us. We're looking for it. Father's like, you ain't gonna find it. Father says, watch this. He said, if I can see it, I'm gonna make it disappear. He said, look, I'm gonna take your prayers right here. It's cool and everything. But let me tell you something, Solomon. You mess up this beautiful little place right here. Let's find what the Father said. Let's see if he's gonna say it will remain before his sight or he's gonna make it disappear before his sight. Then we go to the book of Jubilees. Find out that what happened at the time, no, actually the book of Maccabees, when it came over, because it said that the earth quaked before them. So if there was a quaking that took place, that means something could be in the process about to be hidden. Now, the place that it had to be hidden in the days of Solomon, but what the Father said would happen, did happen. And that's why these earthquakes are needed. We're about to go somewhere. We're about to show you something. I ain't heard it nowhere else but here on Truth Colors. Maccabees chapter 1. We'll start verse 1. We'll start the part that came over and start to torment people and said, and the earth quaked before the earthquake. It said, if the man come in shame, that is a quake. So the yeah, so when you go to find Solomon, or you find Maccabees. She's getting Maccabees right here. I need Solomon. I need Solomon. The Father said that if you can read this, you can read. I want to type in. So Solomon, Father said something to him. What he said to him happens in Maccabees. Yeah, so Solomon, so Father said, like I think it's in the second part, when he says like chapter 2, verse 7, chapter 2, verse 7, right? Yeah, when it says that my people will humble themselves and like that. The Father was like, he's making a declaration to them, and the Father's like, all right, I'm gonna take your peace offering, they tell Solomon, if, you know what I'm saying, he takes that, but we always want to say, like, if we humble ourselves, you will hear from heaven. And then there's another part to that. Bible said, if this goes on, I will make sure this happens too. There's two parts to that. It's what Solomon said, but what the Father answered him afterwards. So the Father took it, and then the Father gave a condition, like, if this happens though, Solomon, I will make sure this beautiful place remain before me. But he say, I'll make it disappear out of my sight.
2 Chronicles chapter 7.
Come on over here, so I can hear you. So Jazz about to read 2 Chronicles 7, so I can read.
Goshen family. Yes, again, as the king was giving us a historical and spiritual connection here as far as like the temple, this is what was recorded in the 2 Chronicles chapter 7. And we're going to begin with 14 because the Most High, our Father, our great Father Yah, gave a condition to his people concerning the temple. And we're going to start at 14 where he says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and I will heal their land. In 15, he continues, now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to the prayers offered in this place, the temple he's speaking of.
What's the warning? There's always a warning.
Yep, here comes a warning. I have chosen and consecrated this temple so that my name may be there forever. My eyes and my heart will always be there. As for you, if you walk before me faithfully, as David your father did, and do all I command, and observe my decrees and my laws, I will establish your royal throne as I covenanted with David, your father, when I said, you shall never fail to have a successor to rule over a solar lake. And this is the condition, people. Here it is, the big part. But if you turn away and forsake the decrees and the commands I have given you to go off and serve other gods and worship them, then I will uproot Isolane from my land, which I have given them, and I will reject this temple I have consecrated for my name. I will make it a byword, an object of ridicule among all peoples. This temple will become a heap of rubble. All who pass by will be appalled and say, why has Yah done such a thing to this land and to this temple? The people will answer, because they have forsaken Yah, the limo of their ancestors, who brought them out of Egypt, and have embraced other gods, worshiping and serving them. That is why he brought all this disaster on them. This is the key right here, people. Goshen family. These consequences were brought on the temple because our people sinned. We failed to do all those things that were spelled out here. We didn't seek his face back in that time. We didn't pray. We didn't humble ourselves. And because we did not do those things which he commanded, and we actually did the opposite, he destroyed our land. He uprooted the temple. He did everything he said he was going to do that was written in these scriptures in the conduct. And this has happened to us. King.
All right. Now, let's go to where the Father said he's about to do these things to Solomon, temple, and see when it takes place. We're going into book of Maccabees. All right, we're going to look at verse 17. And it says, so Maccabees chapter 1, verse 17, we're going to go all the way down. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen and a great navy, and made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled, and many were wounded to death. Thus they got the strong cities in the land of Egypt and took the spoils thereof. And after that, Antiochus had smitten Egypt, he returned again in the 104th and 30th year, so 143rd year, and went up against Isolele and Jerusalem with a great multitude, and entered proudly into the sanctuary, the same sanctuary that Solomon built. Because remember, David didn't build the temple. Solomon did. So this is Solomon's temple. So the temple of Jerusalem, or Salama, is the literal temple of Solomon. Ouch. So now the book of Maccabees is talking about the destruction of Solomon's temple. But no one put that together. They always talking about Jerusalem, but never talking about this is Solomon's temple. Let's go. All right. And entered proudly into the sanctuary and took away the golden altar and the candlestick of light and all the vessels thereof. Meaning what? There's no longer that problem be hearing prayers from this place. Let's go. And the table of the showbread, and the pouring vessels, and the vials, and the censers of gold, and the veil, and the crown, and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off. He took also the silver and the gold and the precious vessels. Also he took the hidden treasures which he found. And when he had taken all away, he went into his own land, having made a great massacre and spoken very proudly. Therefore, there was a great mourning in Isolela, in every place where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned. Your feast was turned into mourning. Your Sabbaths were profaned. This is happening on the feast day. So the princes and the elders mourned. I will gather all those who mourn or grieve over the appointed feast. What's good? All right. The virgins and the young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. Every bridegroom took up a lamentation. Another marker. You see all these things? Lamentation. So it's taking you to the book of Lamentation to find out what took place here. Because Lamentation will be talking about what took place just here. Right? So every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. Right? Take on my yoke for his light, right? My yoke is easy and my burden is light, right? The land, watch this, also was moved. Say what? Hold on. He said, hold on, give my rag. Give me my rag. All right, look. The land also was moved. Wait a minute, hold on. That's an earthquake. So you mean when the people came into the land to destroy some stuff, there was an earthquake present as a witness to bear witness of this day. All creation groaned for the sons of Yah to appear. Now, the land also moved for the inhabitants thereof. That means for the stranger coming to the land, there was an earthquake. And all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. So now, if we lost our land with an earthquake, don't the Father have to be balanced and give us earthquakes to give us our land back? I'm just saying. It's got to be balanced, right? The Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. If an earthquake took place when we losing our land, earthquakes in diverse places have to take place when we're getting our land back. So now watch this. We're looking at this in another manner. What if, in a sense, that the land is a code? The earthquakes is a code. You know how you go to, those master locks? It's not just one code you put it in is good, right? You don't just type it in all one way. You have to go this way, and then you have to go this way. And then go back this way until something unlocks, and then I wonder what happens when the master lock when the master key code has been put in. What is going to appear? The Father talks about also he will cause that place to disappear from his eyesight, meaning he will no longer see it no more. I will cause this place to literally just disappear. If he's talking about he's going to make the valleys mountains and make the mountains valleys, that sounds like hidden land with the code. and the earthquakes is unlocking it. So when these people coming in, earthquake happens. What's it doing? Start a moment of hiding our place. The Father said this land that no animal and no human has ever touched. You know why? Because it's hidden. These earthquakes has literally caused for the land that once was land to cause it to disappear from our eyesight. Completely disappeared. And as these earthquakes is coming up, it's going to cause for mountains to go into valleys.